Today we commit the unthinkable and we open an extremely rare and vintage model car.
That's going up on YouTube tonight.
Welcome back to the Plays with Cars YouTube channel and another episode of Miniatures Mondays. And today we are talking model cars and slot cars combined. This is a vintage 1969 AMC Javelin SST model from Revell in 1/32 scale. This particular one is copyright 1971, which I do believe is their last issue of this. This is really hard to get. It's never been reissued. It probably never will. Nobody knows what happened to the Revell molds. The other line of 1/32 cars, or some of them here, the Barracuda, the AMX, the Corvette Stingray, all very hard to come by, very valuable. The reason why we got this is we are trying to build a replica of this. This is a real 68 AMC Javelin, actually owned by my father. You've seen it on the channel as called the Mad Max AMC blower motor. That is that supercharged engine right there, 600 horsepower AMC V8. But we are trying to build that car as a slot car, and we actually started with this particular body, which is a resin body purchased off of eBay for $10, and this body was cast from one of these cars. This casting is not a good casting. If you look at it here, it is warped along its axis. You can see this side of the nose is pointed down, this side is pointed up, and then even when you keep the middle straight, you come to the back, this side of the back is up, this side of the back is down. So the whole body has been torqued and is not square. That could be solved by putting it in near boiling water, getting it all heated up, getting it level, and then letting it cool down, but that's very dangerous. Resin is not a good thing to mess with. It is really nasty. If you sand this, you have to wear filtration and vacuum up when you're done. These resin particles, if they get into your lungs, they can really cause you a lot of damage. It also outgasses, so putting it in boiling water and stuff like that just isn't a real good idea. So this is just not a very good casting. It's going to require a lot of cleanup, cutting out these wheel wells and these windows and whatnot in order to make a replica of the car, and it's going to be real dangerous, and frankly I don't think it's going to look very good when it's done to match what should be a really good looking car. So we're going to do the unthinkable, and we're going to actually open this kit. This is still sealed in the shrink wrap from 1971, so there's one little peel here on it, but this thing has never seen the light of day, and we're going to open it, and we're going to build this car, because I don't collect models in boxes. I don't feel that models are something to be sitting on the shelf. If you want to keep the boxes as a collection, that's great, but the model should be built, so it's time to free the plastics. So hope everyone is sitting down. All the collectors are about to scream and cry. So let's see here. Take the X-Acto knife to it and try to, like that. And, oh, it's so crunchy. Whoa, look at how yellow that is. It smells like 1970. Alright, here we go. The very first unboxing. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, it's orange! Look at that! That is really cool. So, putting these bodies side by side, you can see now just how poor that casting is. You can see there's like a texture to the resin, all these air bubbles, where the plastic doesn't have that. You can see the squareness of the body, like how it sits, that it's not torqued. See, especially here in the back, how the resin one is up. You can rock it. This one is square. That is a much nicer starting point for this slot car. You can see got nice crisp details. There's the 343 emblem, Javelin emblem, the SST on the fender. Now, a smart person would probably make a mold of this and cast their own resin copy to do it, but again, not interested in messing around with resin. Plus, by using the model, now we can have clear glass in the car and really make it look nice. There's our chrome grille and bumper. The wheels we won't use. Then here is the chassis part. So we'll try to incorporate the interior. I don't know how well we'll get, but we're not going to end up needing this chassis at all. And you can see this chassis has terrible detail even for the scale of the car. There's this huge drop down here for the front axle piece to go through that doesn't even look anything like a suspension, a frame on a unibody car. Like that's terrible. But the dashboard is reasonably close to a Javelin dashboard. The interior actually looks nice itself as far as the seats and door panels go. There's the other seat. There's some tires. And we've got some instructions. Real simple instructions. We've got a 1969 copyright on there. There's the back. So that's pretty cool. There's some random chrome pieces in there. Don't know. Oh, those are probably the axles for the wheels. Okay. But anyways, what we were going to do with this is, like I said, we're going to put this together into a slot car to build a replica of that Javelin, and we can match the paint with this. This is literally a chunk cut out of the hood for the supercharger to poke through, so we can match that paint on there. We know what colors the white and red are. They're the standard Frost White and Matador Red. It's this blue is not Commodore Blue or Big Bad Blue. That is a custom color. So we'll match the custom color. But it's all going to end up on this. This is a 1/32 scale slot car chassis from slot.it or slot.it. I believe they're out of Italy. And it is a Sidewinder ready to run. This is a very fast car. This is going to outdo anything Scalextrics or any of those guys make. And it is a completely adjustable chassis because we want this car we want the slot car version to run like the real car. So you can see it will be mounted on that chassis like so. We can adjust in how far out and in those are. We can adjust the wheelbase and the track width and get this thing all set up to really perform awesomely. And yeah, it looks like we can actually get the whole interior in there. So that will be really cool too. The one thing we will have to do is 3D print a supercharger to stick out of the hood there to match the real car, because that's super important. I mean, you can't build this car without a without a supercharger hanging out of the hood. I mean, look at that thing. So we got to 3D print that to put on here, but we're going to end up building this car out of plastic to really match the real car, because that's what we want to do. And this is going to look so much better than this ridiculous resin body that just, yeah. So beware when you're buying resin body copies off of eBay or the like, that they might not actually be the best quality, especially for something like the slot car build. So look for more on this project on future Miniature Mondays as we match the real car, and I hope you enjoyed opening up a really vintage, valuable kit with us, because that was a whole lot of fun, and it's going to be a lot of fun to build this kit and make it look like that car. So until next time, that's been the Plays with Cars YouTube channel.